Hi guys, welcome to some more action with Accrington. We have a couple of days left in the January transfer window. I've sort of had a look at the squad and I don't think I'm going to buy anyone else. Maybe happen to see what happens with this Bob Hall deal with Bolton. But I may only be forced to buying someone should we sell 2 or 3 players. We have 7 players either on the transfer list or the loan list. We have a squad of 34 at present. So I think we're going to be okay. We've got rid of a couple of players who are leaving us on international duty regularly, so I don't think we're going to need to do much. And a couple of players who are on the transfer list will also hopefully be sold and leave us. Who they do leave us regularly on the international break, so we should hopefully be okay. I'm thinking of just using the money for youth players instead, rather than having to worry about anything else. But we have a transfer offer for Briveo from Everton. We can get up to 6.1 million for him. Unfortunately, I don't want to sell him, as he is our top scorer with 14 league goals. So, yeah, there's only a couple. I really want to, if I can, get rid of Struner. Is the main one I want to try and get rid of, and maybe Bejarano or Velasco. They're the 3 that leave us on international duty regularly. So if we can get rid of those, it would be nice. And then once this is all done, we'll send our youth scout out somewhere, maybe for 6 months, depending on how much it's going to cost us. And obviously we'll see what we can do in terms of bringing some youth players in for next season. But we've had no offers at present, so it looks like we're going to have a nice squad of 34, although it looks like we have an office coming out. Is this Bolton? No, May. Nigel May, Blackpool. You know what? Definitely let you go out on loan. Hopefully you can get some decent game time. Yeah, so it looks like with 3 hours to go, we're not going to be able to let anyone leave, although another office has come in now. Okay, so Bolton have accepted 2.9. Unfortunately, we cannot rival that 2.9 million. We do not have the funds available. We have another office. Is this going to be Bob Hall sold? No, another one. 3.2. Celtic have approached. Interesting. So, fairly uneventful January transfer window. I thought of a few players I wanted to sign, but I just sort of then decided that I'm just going to not. I wanted to save the money, so now we can go into the youth staff. How much to hire one? Anyone half decent there? Danny Bennett, 2 and a 2, not really. So, Ollie, let's send you out. Set up a scouting network. We will go. Where should we go? I'm trying to think where I went before, where I've not been. Might send him to Germany for 9 months, 229,000. Yeah, why not? That still leaves us 200,000, so we can send Makar somewhere for a little while. I'll send him to Sweden. You know what? Or did I send to Sweden before? Russia? I don't know if there's going to be anyone. I'm sending to Sweden for 6 months. Hopefully Ibra is retiring soon and then we can sign him up, or the regen of Ibra. We've got 140,000 and 8 grand in wages, which is what, 140,000. If we move a little bit across, actually. If it's £500 a week for a player, so 5 grand in wages would be, what am I thinking? 5 grand in wages would be 10 players, and at 21,000, so that's 210,000. So I'll leave it at about 8,000 in wages and 247,000, and that gives us a bit of time to look at players. But I did promise a squad report, so we'll get that done straight away now. Wow, Lowe is up 4 to a 74, Winter is up 3 to a 68, Derek is up 1 to a 70, Milalov is up 2 to a 69, Kamalo is up 3 to a 70. Smith is up 1 to a 66. Vizcarrondo up 3 to a 71. Seager up 1 to a 68. Caballos hasn't moved yet. And Thule up 2 to a 69. Brivio up 2 to a 70. Caliguri up 1 to a 59. Armstrong up 3 to a 60. Friedrich up 3 to a 68. Grant up 3 to a 64. Seager up 2 to a 68. Galindo up 1 to a 69. Baumann up 2 to a 65. Payne up 2 to a 62. Velasco hasn't moved. We are going to try and sell him in the next transfer window. Scuidoni up 2 to a 62. Azogwe up 1 to a 63. Afobe up 4 to a 56. Gale up 2 to a 72. Bejarano up 1 to a 62. Gambin up 1 to a 66. Buxton up 1 to a 63. Struna up 2 to a 66. Mingioa hasn't moved. I think it's time that he does move on though. Gunn out on loan up 3 to a 55. Noble is also out on loan. He's up 3 to a 56. Ballatoni is out on loan. He's up 4 to a 55. Alutza is also out on loan. He's up 4 to a 66. And May is up 3 to a 63 and he's just gone out on loan. So we're out the FA Cup. We just have league form now and we need to concentrate on that. We are 11 points clear of Blackpool in third. We have 5 points clear of Sheffield United in second. We have 15 games left in the season. Let's see how many we can get on here. Is that Walsall coming up now? And tournament prize money we've got. So is this more FA Cup money we've finally been given? It is. 76,000. Fantastic. That's another couple of youth players we can sign. Right, at home. Right, Winter needs to come out for Gambin, Kamalo, Gale, Friedrich and Derek, Galindo, Smith and Thule Briveo. Right, and on the back, on the bench, Baumann, Seager. I'm going to want Azogwe, not playing Baumann that much anymore if I'm looking to sell him. Seager, Grant, Armstrong, Milanov. Yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, I'm sort of thinking for the future. So players like Struna, Velasco, and Baumann will potentially not play that many games for the remainder of the season, unless we are down to the bare bones of injuries and suspensions and international breaks. Because I want to give other players the game time, so therefore they improve throughout the rest of the season. Caballos was injured, didn't go off till the 55th minute, but a 3-1 win with Thule Briveo and Seager all with the goals. And Caballos is out for 2 months, so it looks like Mingio is going to get a decent run in the team now. Final scout report on Darren Murray, which is something I'm not too worried about now, but it'd be interesting to see what his rating is. Let's have a look. He's a 66, so maybe we could have signed him, but no need to worry about that now. And we had an offer to manage Wales there, I thought I saw. That is one I'll stall for now, and I'll let you guys weigh in on that one. Should I manage Wales? Chance to manage Gareth Bale, Ashley Williams if he's still playing, and a few others. I don't think Bellamy will be playing for them anymore. But we have a few players leaving now on international breaks, so it's time to make a couple of changes. Although our starting 11 is okay, it's just players on the bench who are going to be leaving. Galindo was one. Scuidoni won't be leaving. Buxton, Vizcarrondo is definitely going to be leaving. Milanov, there's a good chance you're going to leave, but I'll let my assistant sort that out. So we've had a good start to the episode with a win. Auto replace just for this match, and it looks like Sheffield United on 66 points, so they only drew their last game, which does give us that nice little bit of an extra buffer. Obviously we were on 70, they were on 65, so we've moved up to 73 there on 66, so 7-point buffer now. And a nice 2-1 win in this game. Derek sent off, but Briveo with 2 goals. which is always nice. And it looks like Sheffield United drew again. I thought I saw them on a cheeky look over and saw them on 67 points. And we're on 76 now, so that's now 9 points clear. But I'll just confirm that when the simulation stops, and we'll have a quick move across. Yeah, Sheffield United on 67 points. Player suspended, Derek, which is okay. Let's go in and not Milano. Yes, it is Milano that we want to play. Obviously, Velasco is our final centre back, so we're going to have to put him on the bench just for this game. Right, Azogwe needs to come off. Other than that, right, Galindo, let's have you back in actually. For Grant. Seeger I'm going to keep in there. That will work out nicely. I need to actually have a look at some of my midfielders, see if any of them can play left mid. But we've got Notts County in this game, who have won 2 of their last 3. 4-5-1, so it's going to be fairly compact in the middle of the park. But hopefully we can get at least a draw from this game. We get a 1-0 win. Seeger with the goal, but then gets injured, which is unfortunate. And Sheffield United won, as we're still only 9 points clear of Sheffield United. We want to reach out and inform you that despite the concern around the performance of the club, concern about the performance, we're top of the table, 9 points clear. After being promoted last season, you were looking for back-to-back promotions. As Lee Seeger out for 7 months. And Derek has returned from suspension. But the board, I'm sorry, I'm under no pressure. We're 9 points clear at the top of the table. We have 10 games left, is it? No, 12 games left. I'm under no pressure. The team's playing well. They trust what I'm doing. The fans are loving it. We've gone on a 3-game tear since losing to Burnley in the FA Cup. Don't give me shit like that I don't need to read. Anyway, Vizcarrondo. Let's sort this team out. Who else? It's saying Grant can play there. Can you, Grant? It just says centre mid. Kamalo. Can you play there, fella? Left back. Gale. Left back, right back. I don't know if anyone can play there. Let's Vizcarrondo, let's have a quick look. Right mid. So oh, it's interesting that Vizcarrondo can play right mid. Payne can play there. Smith can play left mid. So we can have Smith there, Vizcarrondo there, and in the middle of the park, go with Grant there. Looks quite well. Galindo, just out of interest, you can just play Cam or centre mid. Seeger, centre mid. Right. Interestingly enough, just by looking at some of these players, I wanted to keep Gambin in there for a while, but I'm just gonna have to rest him for this game. I was looking to see whether, because obviously Derek can play right back as well, so that does help us out in that right back role, as we have a 70 rated right back now theoretically. But we'll just have to see what happens. I'm going to play more of a centre back, I think, as he was there to replace De Jouet. So we do have a 70 plus rated centre back in the team. But while Derek's sent off again, after just coming back from a suspension, we get a 2-1 win. Scuadoni with the winning goal after Smith put us 1-0 up. It's a slight concern, the fact that Derek has been booked now twice in 3 games. And obviously the game that he missed out of that 3 was this game he was suspended for. But we're coming up to the end of February. 1 more game and hopefully we get a scout report. So, player returns. Bejarano was returned and Derek suspended, which we sort of knew about. Bejarano isn't going to be playing in this game, I know that for a fact. Derek for Friedrich, Buxton, Gammon back in there, Grant out, Galindo back in. So Kamalo, let's have Gale. So that back line, even if we put Derrick and right back, that's still a 70, a 69, a 68 and a 72 at the back, which is okay. Get Caballos back in there. So we've got Galindo, Vizcarrondo and Payne. We're not looking too bad in terms of the back line. Our forward line is fantastic. With Breveo, Seeger and Untuli. They're all good. I think all by the end of the season they'll all be in the 70s. So we're not looking too bad on the forward line. Keep them three for next year, and I don't think the forward line is going to need much of work doing to it. Maybe I want to win here against Doncaster. But yeah, maybe the forward line may need one player adding to it, but it also depends on who comes in and who's available. But Manager of the Month award. Caligari wants to go in the next transfer window. I want to go out on loan. Yeah, I can let you go out on loan, mate. That's no problem. Player suspended, Milanov. Too many yellows. We sort of knew about that. Derrick has completed a suspension. Ole, what have you got? 65 max. Calvin Brandy, no thanks. 86 max, not really. 71 max and 70 max. All these players are what you'd probably consider a bag of shit. And Makar, 93 max for a keeper. Woo, let's sign you up. 74 max, and don't know where you can play, but 85 max will reject you. So that's another keeper coming in potentially, as Caligari was one that was potentially wanting to leave on loan, but we could sell him now. We'll have to see. Right, Matty Gale wants to discuss his wage. Yes, mate, I will discuss your wage with you. You are one of the players who I want to keep at the club for a long time. I do have all these contracts that I need to sort out. Armstrong is one I want to sort out. Galindo, yes. Kamalo, not so much. Milanov, yeah, we will do. Bauman, no. Struner, no. Bejarano. Afobe and Gunn, yes. I'll sort a lot of them out afterwards. Matty Gale, here you are. £500 a week, 2 years, 4 months. 2 years, you can have £750 a week, mate. You can definitely have that. You can have a clean sheet bonus, and you can have a crucial first team player. Signed him up for a bit longer. Lowe we've recently re-signed. Armstrong was one. No, we don't need to do Kamalo. Armstrong was one. 3 years. Yes, you can have your £750 a week. You can have 10%, and you can be. I'll say you're going to be a squad rotation player. Let's give you a little bit of a boost. I'll look at some of those off recording and just get some done. But wow, loads of players potentially being suspended for this next game, so I'm going to have to manage this properly. I'm going to go Bejarano, let's have you back in there for this one. Galindo, no. Granting. Friedrich, I'm happy for you to be suspended for the next game because we've got other players. In fact, I'm going to put Armstrong in. I'm not having Kamalo in for this game. Mingiorin, Azogwe. Right, so obviously managing suspensions and managing injuries is basically what the rest of the season is going to come down to. We are 9 points still clear of Sheffield United in second, but we have a hell of a gap to Blackpool, who are in third. I think it was nearly a near 20-point gap, which is nice. 0-0 draw in this game. Nice that Armstrong got the game and changed the squad around a little bit, but no one really made that much of a weak link into the team. Right, another quick look at the table. We are, after that draw, we are now 7 points clear of Sheffield United. Colchester are 20 points behind us, along with Blackpool, Leyton Orient 21, Preston 23. So, touch wood, we have an automatic promotion spot. There are what, 24 teams, so that's we play 23 teams twice, 46 games, so 9 games left. 9 games left. So there's 27 points available. We're 7 points clear. So out of the 9 games left, we need to win. Quick maths will tell me 27. What? 5 games? 15 points? No, 6 games. Need to win 6 out of 9. Unless other teams slip up. But right, Matty Gale and Armstrong both renewing their contracts. Matty Gale is the one who I think I'm going to potentially try and renew every year, along with Josh Lowe, and give them some cash. Right, I'm going to stick with the same team. I'm interested to see how this team performs against decent opposition in MK Dons. And it's more to give players like Armstrong the chance, and Grant and Payne in the centre, and Azogwe up front. It give them the chance. Azogwe does the job, gets the goal. He gets the winning goal, a 2-1 win. So I'm wondering whether we need to look to make our goal. Well, actually, to be honest, I was going to say the goal. We need to make our goal to reach 100 points, but I think that's. I wonder if we can make our goal. We look to say now, with the games remaining, we make our goal 100 points and a goal difference of plus 50 for the season. If we can look to make those two the targets. And Thule saying thanks for playing him. And Galindo's moaning that he's not been playing. But mate, I rested you for a couple of games. Just deal with it. Roll with the punches. Players leaving on international duty. How many is the question. I'm going to go for 6 maximum now. I don't think we have that many, which is it's a nice number. And I think this is Northampton coming up. It is Northampton coming up. And players leaving, we have Milanov, Struna, Galindo, Azogwe, Vizcarondo and Thule Payne. 7. We're going to look. So Velasco isn't leaving, but I think Struna is a player to ship out. I think Velasco is a player to ship out. Vizcarondo, no, I want to keep you because you're in the 70s. And Thule, I want to keep you. Tim Payne, you're a backup player, and I like playing you. Milanov, you're a squad player. Galindo, you're one of my best centre mids. Azogwe, you've got decent potential. Right, are they all leaving now? Yes, they are. So, we go with Briveo and Seeger up front. We go with Scuadone in the centre of the park. We go with Gale there. In fact, actually, we can go with Smith. We need to give Smith games because he's looking like a decent player. Okay, I'm just going to let my assistant sort out the bench. I really don't give a rat's ass who's on the bench as long as the main team is sorted. We're away. Yes, thank you. Sort that out. Right, so Northampton away. They're also playing 4-4-2. They've lost their last 3, so they'll probably screw us over in this game. Just something that I think may happen, but we're going to have to see. It may not. 1-1 draw. Okay. More importantly, what happened with Sheffield United? Wow, they won. We're down to a 5-point gap. I may get through to the end of March done. Roll on till about between 25 minutes and half hour for this episode. And then, yeah, just take it from there. See if anyone's back from international break. Tim Payne, yes. Grant, you're there. And Thule, wow, you need a rest. Milanov is back. Milanov, Derek Gambin, yeah, let's stick with that team. Yeah, should be able to get through to the. I'm hoping we get through to. Oh, Friday night game. Interesting. It must be Easter weekend. Can it be March 24? Could be Easter weekend, unless we're just playing on a Friday night for a random game. But wow, Swindon mixed form. 1-1, lost 2. Scored in every game, conceded in every game. They concede in this game, but score as well. 2-1 win, which is nice. And Sheffield United drew as we're back with a nice big 7-point gap again. As Caballos has returned for the final few games. Absolutely fantastic. Right, we have another game, first of the month, a press conference. I am not bothered about a press conference. Caballos says he is good to play. And we have, wow, 6 offices. So we know the press conference was one of them. We know Caballos. What's the others? Caligari wants to go. Azogwe wants to play. Caballos wants to play. Press conference, another report. 75 max, reject. 68 max, reject. 87 max. We'll keep our eye on you. And Makar, what do you have? 80 max and 77 max. No, thank you. Okay. Klaus, we'll keep our eye on you. Yeah, we're okay with that one. Let's have a quick look at this goalkeeper. Overall at the moment, oh, he's dropped to an 82 max. Release. We have a lot better. Right, quick look at the team. Vizcarrondo and Galindo back in. Back line is staying as it is. Caballos says he's fully fit. Where are you? Yeah, why not? Let's get you in there. It will do us nicely. Get this one game done. We'll have another quick sneaky peek at a squad report, and then I'll call it a day. And then the next episode, we'll get the rest of the season done. Yeah, so I can potentially start wrapping. Actually, I can't because we're going to do a squad report. 1-1 draw. Riveo missed a penalty. Seeger injured. Sheffield United won. So they've clawed the 2 points back that we didn't that we got on them on the last game. Seeger out for 2 days. Struner, bigger role. Kamalo, bigger role. Azogwe, disappointed. Struner's going. Kamalo, yeah, you know what? Let's sell Kamalo. He leaves. And we have Armstrong and Gale. So Kamalo's going to leave. Struner is going to leave. The 2 players, main ones, I'm going to look to let go in the next transfer window. Get a bit of cash in for them. But another cheeky squad report. Low up 4. In fact, the main ones here are the ones that are highlighted in green. Gambin up. Sorry, Derek it is up 2 to a 71 now. Smith is up to a 67. Anyone else? Yes, Seagull up to a 69, Riveo up to a 71, and Thule up to a 70. So both my strikers are now in the 70s. Anyone else? Grant up to a 65. And that's really it. So guys, I'll leave it there. This episode is coming out on Friday. I'll get the end of season done, where hopefully we hit the championship. Well, I think it's fairly obvious now. We'll have a quick look at the table. So 5 games to go, 15 points available. We can't be caught by Preston, so we are now in the championship. I've got 5 games. I need to get 6 points and a +6 goals on the differential to get the target of 100 points and a +50 goal difference. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next episode. This one's coming out Friday. The next one I will make available on Sunday morning. So yeah, then we'll have this final one done, and hopefully we're in the championship, and hopefully we've got some decent wedge from the board, and we can start looking to bring in some Premier League quality players to Accrington Stanley. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.